And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator 2. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and oh boy, we've got these four guys ready to go out. And four up here, pulled out something a little, two computers that are kind of not fully top tier, but definitely further along the top tier. It's actually this one, and then there's the one out there. Just to kind of just move things along. So we've got some good rigs being put out. And we'll see what they're worth once these sell. Let's take a look at our new jobs that are coming up. Watercool. Many thanks again for your great work so far. Our preliminary research is now complete. I believe we finally have a way to genetically modify a test subject to enhance their cognitive abilities. Possibilities boggle the mind. The final piece of the puzzle will be putting together an administrable serum, which means a number of complex protein chain calculations. We certainly have the processing power and necessary cooling now, but I'm concerned that the system memory will be worked to its limits to cope with the data involved. Would you be able to use your water cooling expertise to install the cooling block on the RAM? Oh, and my wife just gifted me a new blue tie, so perhaps we can change the coolant to match. Dr. Trip Carver, PhD, Genome Deconstruction Problem. P.S. No luck on the test front so far. I may have to do it myself. He's going to turn into a mutant. Alright. So he's got 4 sticks of memory. So that's going to already tell us what we need to buy for that. One thing I want to check in his stats. Okay, he's already geared up with cooling. So let's do the heat sink. And it's a 4 times memory block. Yeah, we're not gonna stop yet. We're not gonna order it yet. We need to make sure we're good with everywhere else. I'm looking for a new PC. I really want a CPU to overclock at 5,000 megahertz. I really want the GPU to be the fastest it can be. Let's aim for 1775. You got to get it done by blah. I think game stickers would look cool on the PC and cap it all software. So he wants stickers and he wants software. This is a build, so we could do this one technically right away. We accept 3250 is a pretty good budget. The CPU and the GPU numbers, we could aim for something outright. We'll come back to that in a minute. I'm thinking I need to upgrade my PC. I'm looking for at least 15892 in benchmarks. I'm hoping for 64 gigs of memory if you can stretch to that. Can you get it done? Blah, blah, blah. An AIO water cooler would give me some headroom for overclocking later on. The Jelly Bean seems looks cool. I'd love for you to apply that. So he wants a skin sticker. He wants a water cooling device because it's, oh no, it says it there. So he really just wants that. So here's the problem. $4,500 we accept. $4,500. He wants 64 gigs of RAM. His motherboard doesn't have that space. That's the first problem. Second problem, so we'd have to go with 2 sticks of 32. And it has to be better than, well, we have to check out his motherboard. So we'll come back to this one part-wise. Let's do this one now. So GPU at least 5,000. Okay. We need a CPU of at least 5,000. Right? CPU 5,000. Okay. Where do we get with that? 5,000. So none of the Threadrippers will achieve that boosted frequency. These two guys get there pretty easily, but they're godly expensive. So let's drop down a bit more. Again, keeping our eyes peeled for that coveted 5,000. Here's, so 795. Here's 5,000 in a 750 range. The Ryzen 5. Or the Ryzen 9. And that's the AM5. So let's start with that. Okay, so we'll take that. So boosted frequency, we should be able to get it to 5,700. We're only going to take it to 5,000. anything that works with AM5. Now we got to cheapen kind of the rest of what we do here to make this per se work, with the exception of maybe a better heatsink. But we're going to go with cheap for the time being. And I just want stickers and software. So we've got the CPU figured out. So we want AM5. Ascending by price. EATX. So we need to make sure we get a tower that fits this. So grab that. Okay, and he wants a GPU of a specific type, 1775 graphics card. I think it's going to be core frequency, so descending. That would be here without having to upgrade it, but that's $2,000. No, we can do better. Right, on the price. 1775. So for example, this guy would work. This guy would also work. You know, we don't have that kind of money. We're already at $1,600 of our $3,500, $3,250 budget. So, and again, we are buying pretty good stuff. So it shouldn't be the worst thing to go big with the card, but if we can get it to around 800, that would be perfect. 1750. And remember, we're going to boost it a little bit anyway. So you can look at it like that. Here, we'll grab this guy, and we'll call you to 1775, and that meets it in both quadrants. Storage, we can probably still go with a basic solid state. We don't need to go with anything fancy. Power supply, 1500. Why the visuals are fading out on me is question of the ages. I feel like grabbing this stuff too. We haven't actually bought cables in a while, so we may as well grab the cables. Yeah. Okay, we need something that's EATX. So, and we gotta keep it cheap. So we need something that takes EATX. This guy should do it. Ah, but the PSU is too short. We need 180. EATX 200, 400. Yeah, this guy will be the one. There. All right. This rig is pretty much figured out for the time being. This guy. He needs 3D Mark of that. He needs an AIO water cooler, and he needs to upgrade to 64 gigs of memory. So he needs an AIO cooler. So cooling. Grab that. There. He needs a couple things. Now we got to look at the memory, but we need to look at the board. He demands a performance of 15,892, so we don't want to cheap out on the memory itself. So let's say 4,400. And we want 232 sticks, which we don't have access to. Okay, so let's do... That's 8 gig as well. 64 gigs of memory. And that's how... Okay, you know what? Let's look at his current memory, because it has to be better than that. So, oh, he's got 4,000. Okay, so let's do 4,000. I'm sure we can find something in 4,000. Nope, no, ascending. And we're looking for 32 gig sticks. Or 16s. Okay, I'm not finding 32. 8 gig, 8 gig, 8. These are all 8s. So we need to go with the cheapest 16 gigs we can get. Guess that's fine. We gotta replace what's in there anyway. So that'll be 4 of those. Bring us at 1150. Okay. He probably is going to need a better power supply as well. Video card wise, he's got crap. Motherboard wise, can handle Crossfire NSL. I can handle 2 cards. Okay. So now there might be some restriction here. We don't really know. But we won't know until the computer's here. But I don't mind sitting on a 1500 case, just saying. Or 1500 power watt supply for rebuilding later. Oh no, he's already got one. So he doesn't need one. Okay. Yeah. H500 is not in our store. So we don't know what we're going to run into for power supply. For case size. Huh. Okay, that changes things pretty bad. Okay. Same day delivery that. Okay. So how much have we spent on him? Let's just say $1,200. That gives us 3,300 to work with. 3,300 to work with. I kind of want to wait till the computer gets here so we can see how big we could get away with possibly, but his demand isn't very high. His board will accept 2 cards. I don't want anything Titanic, and I don't want anything that will drain it too heavily. So something 318, 324. 318 might be good. 310's even better. But that's a 1 GPU, so is that. And that thing is huge. 304. 304. Here's something a little 22080 Ti's. That'll definitely get us there. I believe we can get away with 2 of these. That puts us at 3,000. That's, yeah, that should be good. All right, we should be good with the build. We're going to do the build right away. Okay, grab that, and we'll mark it. Big old 1,500 water in there. Wait a minute. Did I not buy? Oh. Oh, did not consider that. Okay. Did not consider this at all. The memory for the motherboard is very specific. And I wish they would share this with us a little more clearly. This might work. Now we're just shooting in the dark here. Yes, buy it. Oh, shit. And then I didn't get same-day delivery, did I? Or no, I haven't gotten to that point. All right. Because there is clearly a limiting factor when it comes to the... Okay, yeah. It has to be 5,200 or 5,600, right? 5,200. 5,600. Well, we've got more options here that are much more reasonable. That's much more reasonable. Why is 5,200 so expensive? Specialty, maybe? Alright, same day delivery. We can sell the other memory. That's I'm willing to sell because it's so distinct. Okay. Meaning we're sitting on memory sticks that we have that are extra. Storage. Okay, didn't care about liquid cool. To, strangely enough, meet the problem without actually having to deal with it. Which I always find to be funny. And it's still under 3,000. Okay, so while that's going... and he wants capital. Yeah, we didn't even have to overclock anything. We could just buy stuff that performed where we needed to perform. I thought we would have had to boost the frequency ourselves, but it did it for us, clearly. What else did he want? He wanted game stickers. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, 5,700 already on its own. Well, howdy do. So it looked like it would have accepted 4,800. Sell that. Okay, so I guess I didn't buy any other memory. Alright, so that should cover that. He wants some kind of sticker here. Ooh. Swap that. Just a moment. What kind of stickers? He wanted game stickers. Okay, and we made it within the budget, right? Because that's only 2,826. That is done. Save just to make sure. And let's turn it in. Nice. All right, these other two are in transit right now, so let's make it a brand new day. It's a brand new day. All right. So first things first. We sold them all. That's really good. And we just hit our $100,000 mark. Holy mother of burl. I mean, we're going to go under it a little bit just because of the situation. But we made it. We actually made it. That's a way of saying we've come long. We've come far. And it goes to show you that we are clearly making an insane amounts of money on these computers. And we haven't even sold off some of our best stuff, except in the first sell-off. We're still putting some really powerful machines out there. Yeah, there's a big one. Look at that. $3,000, and it doesn't have any of this stuff in it. Okie dokie. Alright, so that's pretty much squared away. Let's move these guys into a more proper or opportunistic position. So they will be going out next. But we'll also work on the one that needed stickers just so we can get it kind of out of here. That just needs water cooling, so we'll do this one next. Because it's also got to be time benchmarked and all that. But you stay. You come with me. And you need a jelly bean theme? Yeah. Looks really dumb, sir. Really dumb. Alright, jelly bean theme. Let's get it to work on it. He wanted some very specific stuff. Take that out. The game's probably going to prevent me from doing certain things. I can already sense it. Alright. The 2 Vigicards, the 4 sticks O memory. Make sure the memory speeds are set. All we gotta do is benchmark it at this point. Best hardware money can buy, but you're too cheap to put in a fucking solid state. For shame, sir. For shame. We should easily get the number here that we're looking to get. What is it? 15,892? Yeah, that should not be a problem. Whoop, I knew it was set too high. Part of me is like, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And the other part of me is like, don't do it. Let's make sure it runs. Okay, looks good now. Put this over here. Grab this guy and put it here to start working on the water cool loop. Oh shit, wait a minute. Hold your horses. Nothing's ever that... Oh no, we can't. Okay, hold on. I have not optimized my space very well here. Let's put this back. So we need to open this up and take out the RAM. Then we need to change this to... Nope. Cooling. Memory. Totally got it. All right, let's put these in. And he wants a very specific color of coolant. He wants blue. We just need it to boot. And it's done. This one should be done. We don't usually manually shut it down, so I'm like, wait, why is it making that noise? All right, so all that's good. So this one's done. We're gonna save as usual because, you know, sometimes the game's just like, hey, guess what? Fuck you. And Nice, we reached level 27. As predicted, we would. Alright, and then we'll collect here. That should be done. We level up, getting some new stuff. To Riley Educational Press Support Team, I recently bought a copy of the book IT Support for ADS 6th edition to help me succeed in highly competitive new field, but I am now forced to report a significant typographical error. It appears on page 137, chapter 4, section 9, where the text reads, "Problems with video playback often indicate a hardware bottleneck caused by the CPU. The text should read caused by the GPU, as indicated in figure 3-1 on the facing page. As a result of this error, I issued incorrect advice to an external contractor, causing a great deal of professional embarrassment and an unnecessary financial outlay. Expect not that you only correct the same error immediately, but that you issue an apology and a full refund of the cost of the book. Regards, Bort Rathbone, Executive Animal Wrangler and IT Officer Newton Zoo." It'd be funny if they report back going, "That's exactly what it says, you fool." Alright. So, before we even do that, let's spares and repairs the shit out of these new ones. And we didn't break under the new mark, so that's good. So let's get these two rigs up here. Already took the memory out, duh. They're going, why is it not coming out? Sorry, I'm not saying much. I'm just busy tearing computers apart. I'm like thinking to myself, just kind of zoning out. It's kind of the one thing with these games, you know, is somebody said to me, why would I purchase a game that simulates real life? And it's really just because it's, you know, mindless fun. You're playing a game, this kind of activity is mindless because I'm just pulling parts out to assess later. But there's a bit of a calmness to playing games that are simulations. Maybe someday I should make a video explaining like how playing simulations games and what it does for me, and see if you guys feel the same way. It's like calming. Yes, if I had fuck you money like up in the upper right corner, I would do something fun, maybe build some PCs and sell them and try my hand at it. But the problem is in real life, I don't have fuck you money to do that, so I don't. So at least I can simulate what it would be like to some degree, even though I will tell you, just knowing people who play and build computers for a living, this is not an easy thing to be able to do, I assure you. Let's move on. Hi, thanks for the new computer. It's really zippy, especially compared to my old one. Ha ha ha. I've already started that online course to become a yoga instructor, and I'm learning so much. Do you know female yoga instructors are called yogini? Yoga is over 5,000 years old. There's no such thing as a pooping dog pose. Can't believe Helen convinced me that it was real. Grr. I've been feeling so much better, so much calmer since I've started. Don't know if it's the yoga or the fact I'm not getting harassed by idiots who can't park. Ha ha ha. The only thing is, the computer's looking a bit dull. Yoga is about beauty and balance, inside and out. And I think the computer should reflect my new state of being. Look at me sounding all enlightened. Have you got a nice pretty design that you can put on it, like green leaves? Thank you. Davina, official Yogini training. Okay, we accept. That's a joke of a job. Diagnose and fix. My friend said you work with computers. I need something repaired. Can you figure out what's wrong with it? I just don't know my own strength sometimes. Can you replace my PSU, please? It's rumbling and overheating. I see it's been loud lately. Can you do something about that? Can you do anything about that? Then I clicked on some bad things and it's a bit erratic now. Would a scan help? So we kind of know a little bit about what's going on, but that price tag, unless he's got like a powerful thing in there, is questionable what's going on. But we're at least going to get the power supply so we can check it out. So we can check out what's going on there. All right, diagnose. Except, can you help me out with something? Something's definitely broken. It's not immediately obvious what's gone wrong. You'll have to do some digging. I think I need new RAM. It's making a really funny noise. Can you take a look? Can you get it done by blah, blah, blah. I've never cleaned it out. Is that okay? It's not as quick as it used to be, and I get a lot of strange pop-ups. So, scan and clean. So, for this dude, he wants us to replace the RAM, but we don't know how much RAM to replace. So, I'm not going to just buy 2 of those and be like, okay. He doesn't have that much money of an expense. How much is the memory? If we bought 2 of these, it would be like most of the budget. We're just gonna buy 1 for now because we, again, like I said, we don't know what's broken, and there's no point in buying a bunch of crap and just assume it fixes it. So we'll do it in chunks. So these will all arrive upon the morrow. We should be able to figure them out relatively quickly. So we collected, yeah, we're good. So let's make it a brand new day. It's a brand new day. We'll do some configuring here. So only 3 computers sold, and that's fine. That one's so expensive, I'm surprised it didn't. I'm not surprised it didn't sell right away. Let's take this guy out because it's in the way. Boom. I think we're on 16 now. Who knows what the numbers are? I'm just putting in something random to keep it consistent, semi-consistent. Let's grab the 2 from in here. That way they're out of our way. Another really good one. $17, and we could probably get $3,700 maybe. Ooh, we can get more than that. $3,800. Let's go 4,000. Yep. Talk about power rig right there, baby. What is in there? Ah, I see. It's not a liquid cooled rig though. Keep that in mind. It only has 1 video card in it, so some of those biggins that we worked on before, definitely some of these rigs are pulling their weight. Oh no, let's grab the one inside. That way we get our workbenches back. This one should be pretty valuable too. Horton Tarhooney. Okay. Nightlife. Mark 17. That might be too much. Yeah. There we go. So yes, definitely powerful rigs going up for sale. We only have one left that's out right now. So we'll deal with that when we deal with that. But this one's going to go here, and it needs the leaves. Apply theme to case green leaves. There we go. You're going to have to boot the damn thing up, but we're going to do it anyway just to make sure. Okay. That's the power supply one. That's the memory one. So let's do the memory one first, because it requires us to clean it too. I think he needed a scan anyway, so. Case is clean. We got a build in there as well. That one's done. It's this one we're on. Scan and clean. So we don't really know what's going on. This could be part of the diagnostic anyway. I think it looks like it's running okay. I bet you one of these drives is bad, though. If anything's going to be bad. Yeah, I see a really hot stick of RAM. And that's not the one we just put in, so lo and behold, for me to now realize that the problem is memory. Let me see, let's take this guy out. Power supply is looking faulty too. Yeah, that's faulty as well. Alright, we'll need another stick of this memory. I get the impression the power supply might be faulty too. Because it was running hot. So let's take all of this out. If that's faulty too, this just saves us from having to troubleshoot it further. Yep. So let's put it back in. Just so we can go to this. What the hell just happened? There we go. And he needs a new power supply. Okay. We're not going to finish it yet. We need to troubleshoot this guy. And it would seem that the Vidya card is bad. So, graphics. Ooh. Let's do same day. that out. All right. Let's go ahead and we still don't know if we fixed everything here, so we're just going to chuck that right on back in there. And then power supply. And memory. There we go. We'll double check his little complaints, but I think he's mostly done. This one, we've not been able to power up yet. Okay, did he need anything else? Okay, so this guy should be completely sorted. Alright. No RAM. Only got the one stick. So there's not much we can do about that other than to order that, because we didn't even know if there's no way. I guess we could have run the heat sinks thingy, but we didn't. So we'll have to order another piece of memory. Like I said, any of the precautions we would have normally taken, we're just kind of throwing to the wind. Because like I said, we have fuck you money at this point, so mid-maxing in a game like this where you're already pretty much set, you don't need to do. Now what did he want? Scan and fan, okay. I believe it's turning the fans down, so... No. Fan. And scan. I believe he said it ran too loud. Yeah, that's what he wanted. We move the fan. And we can move the viruses, and this guy's done. Save our game, because saving is our friend. And let's turn these suckers in. So, nice. So we don't get much XP for these non-storyline jobs. But if I collect here, I didn't get much for that either. Okay, we're starting to really creep along now. Okay. Let's delete that. We can do that in a minute. Okay, wow. Let's take a look here. I'm writing to you from the office of Dr. Carver, who I believe you were in contact with regarding his research. He administered the brain serum to himself yesterday, and his IQ went up to a full 50 points overnight. Unfortunately, the side effects were not as anticipated. Found the note in his lab this morning. Dear colleagues, I realize not a moment too soon I'm wasting my life. Our time here is too short to be spent tapping meaningless numbers into computers in search of perfection. It's a fool's game, and I encourage you to leave it behind also. My newfound intellect has now allowed me to see beyond the literal and appreciate life for what it is, a chance for the universe to experience itself, and so I shall. I've sold all my possessions and signed up to join a traveling circus. You should not try to stop me, but you are welcome to join me. Farewell, Trip. used to say this sort of free thinking would destroy science as we know it. The crack team has been dispatched to find and neutralize Dr. Carver. We will be burning his research and swearing all those involved to secrecy. I choose to pretend this entire affair never happened. Dr. Stan Pat, PhD, Genome Deconstruction Project. Oh my. That's not well. Hey, I'm in Costa del Sol on a bit of business. The lovely weather here and the beaches are fantastic. But couldn't help thinking of you, stuck in that workshop, stressed and sweating over computer repairs. So I sent you a gift. It's been ages picking it out. Big, beautiful, expensive. I know I had to get something you'd love. Anyways, I wanted to let you know I got a call this morning to say it's been confiscated at the border, so you won't be getting it. It's the thought that counts, Uncle Tim. Thanks, Tim, you piece of shit. Hey, it's me, your favorite uncle. We've always been close, haven't we? Inseparable, some might say. A powerful, everlasting bond of friendship, love, and mutual understanding. Yes, I've always known you were special. Come rain or shine, we've been there for each other. Couldn't have asked for a better business partner. And I'm so proud to say I'm your uncle. Just wanted to make sure you knew all that. And if you ever need anything at all, I'll be there to help in a heartbeat because I know you'd do the same for me. On an unrelated note, I've run into a spot of bother in the Bahamas, and the bank has locked me out of my account unless I can answer 3 security questions. What's your middle name again? Let me know ASAP, Uncle Tim. No, no. Nope, 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 nope. Wow. We've got some interesting things to come, don't we? Well, we've got some spam here as well. Actualize your potential. Just imagine, open your eyes to the possibilities. I am not alone anymore. Now is the time to set yourself free and realize your true potential. We can help you. Under our closed personal and financial guidance, you can learn to tend to your inner meadow. Stop feeling unfulfilled. Your time is now with us. Now is the time to start. Just to be clear, this is not a religious or philosophical organization. Our only goal is to provide alternative thinking opportunity. It is not our aim to recruit, indoctrinate, or brainwash. No one joins us except by their own free will. Ultimately, the choice is yours, but why would you choose to remain constrained? So visit your next local meeting and reach the next level. We will change your life forever. Arcadia Reborn. Get bassy with it? What was that? You need more bass? You want it louder? Sounds like you need Big Bob's Bass Boutique. We sell only the biggest, boomingest bass woofers in town. Forget decibels. Our stuff has to be measured in decibels, and it's off the charts. Big Bob's Bass Boutique. Ear protection sold separately. Where it is. Oh, God. You're empowered, refined, classy. Isn't it time you had a high-performance energy drink that meets your needs? Bust down the door and enter the Permazone. Permazone, the only energy drink with the refreshing taste of Parmesan cheese. Imported and aged over 24 months. Parmazone tastes as great as it smells. Why not try it with your pasta salad this lunchtime? For elegant energy, enter the Parmazone. Parmazone is a registered trademark of Refresci di Caglio Incorporated, Italy. Wow, that's just terrible. So, with that said, we've cleaned up house pretty good. I mean, we've hit level 27. We're about roughly a little more than a quarter of the way to level 28. So that's, again, becoming something of mild interest. But what is nice is that we have been making a lot of headway. And because we've made all the headway that we've made, you know, the jobs are getting, so far, seemingly a little easier. Which, you know, lo and behold, it's a nice thing to not have to kind of work too hard. Right? But we're getting more computers coming in, which in and of itself is its own thing. We're learning some of the ropes of what works and what doesn't in this game, and, you know, everything's just kind of moving along. Whereas the last couple episodes we had some hold-ups, but we're making great headway. You know, the entirety of our, you know, shop is getting utilized. We've hit over $100,000, and we still have a crap ton of computers still to sell, as well as now we're bringing in computers to build. So we've got a neat little machine going here. with regards to how far along we've come and all of that. So I am excited. I'm glad that we're setting out on this adventure together. And I'm starting to get a feel for like what I miss about the first game and what I'm liking in the new one. So that's all starting to come together as well, which is quite nice. And with that said, yeah, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. So, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTardStudios for more live gaming action, because when we come back, we've got, it looks like a really big build computer, 2 more storyline builds that I don't think are going to be too intricate or overly complicated. I'm going to restock our shelves here with computers to put out front. That way we don't have to keep going back and forth in and out of the storage unit because of the lag that we're getting from having to do that. Again, that's one of the things that needs to somehow better be optimized. Maybe there needs to be a limit of what you can put in there, which is kind of dumb, but I don't know. Or you have to, the thing I think I'm missing the most is the lack of upgradingness to the storefront. Imagine if we could put everything out there, but again, then you would power through the game so fast. You know, it would be, you would never be at a want for money. You could screw up as much as you want without really any punishment. So there is a element to this that I'm kind of missing from the original so far, and maybe that itch will be scratched as we progress. But we are slowly approaching level 30, which was the end game. For the previous game. Was once we hit level 30 we got a credit roll, which was nice, and it told us pretty much there are no more mainstream jobs to do. So that's, you know, that's in and of itself, you know, a thing. Ooh, a new tower. I don't think we've seen this one before. It looks really bizarre. How is that even supposed to work? Oh, I see the strip there. So yeah, definitely, we haven't really fiddled. We've been unlocking new parts throughout the game too, mind you, for anybody wondering. And as we've been unlocking new parts, we've been getting, you know, crazy access to all kinds of new stuff. But we've not really utilized it in the game. And I think that's an actual thing. We're getting new parts, but we're not seeing the storyline stuff reflect the use of these new parts, which is kind of mildly interesting. There is a hard drive somewhere. Wow, so we really have to take all this out just to get to that. So that's interesting. So, woof. What a weird little computer rig. Okay, so yeah, with that said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTardStudios for more live gaming action, because when we come back, we've got some easy upgrades, a crazy-ass looking build, which will be very interesting. And we've got a basic customized. Strangely enough, we're not doing anything too crazy coming up, except for the build. So with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we will see you guys next time.